Hello, welcome back to my channel, all you glamorous people. Today's video is my June favorites, and I don't have a lot of makeup favorites this month. I've kind of been trying to use everything evenly. Like, I haven't been reaching for one item over and over again. It seems there are a couple, but nothing that just jumped out and said, you know, you've used this a lot this month. I do have a few life favorites, if you must, not necessarily beauty favorites. I'm going to start with my absolute favorite thing this month, and that has been my new Avon cleansing brush. I have this in a review coming up, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but this brush is worth every penny that you pay for it. And I'm not going to go into detail because I just filmed the review video on it. Is say my top favorite this month. My next favorite is my Prada Candy Kiss cologne or perfume. This was $98 and it's worth it. I love this fragrance. It's fruity yet floral at the same time, but light, so it's perfect for this time of year. And as we know, it's summer. Yay, summer! Something you don't know about me, I love winter. But summer fragrance. Next thing I have for you is actually a sample that I got from Sephora, and I was just going through my samples. I'm like, oh, I'm going to try this. I've actually used this a couple times, and I could tell after the first time that I was going to like this, and I might actually look to purchase this. This is Ren Keep Young and Beautiful Instant Brightening Beauty Shot Beauty Shot Eye Lift. This works. It's quite, I don't know if it would be the same in the bottle because I just have the sample pack, but you just put a small amount over the eye and the eyelid and gently massage in without rubbing. You don't want to rub, you actually want to pat with your ring finger because it's your weakest finger, and it dries and feels smooth, like almost like you have a powder on your eye, but you can't see it, and it tightens. So I felt my eyelid actually lifting. I believe this is a miracle product. I don't know how much a full size is, but I really like it, and I think I have a couple more uses in it. You don't need very much. It's quite liquidy, like thin. So I don't know if it would be the same in the bottle. I can only imagine it would be the same in a full size. Next item I have is also another sample size, and this came from Sephora as well, and you were able to get it free if you placed a $25 order, and that is a sample size of the Benefit Cabral. This is as you know, they've come out with like a whole line of new products for the brow through Benefit. This one is, in the bottom is a powder, and you open that up. In the lid is the brush. The only thing I can say I don't like, the brush is small, but of course if you got a full size it wouldn't be small because you'd have the full size. And you put it into here and you get the product on the brush, and then you just go in and fill your brows. I was able to choose what color I wanted and everything, so it wasn't just you get what you get. Lord knows I probably end up with blonde, and I don't need blonde. But this works really well. I've actually used it today. It does take a little bit of time because I imagine with the full size it wouldn't take as much time because you'd have a bigger opening, but you're putting the little brush in and pulling it out. But it was a great color match, and mine was in color 3, which I believe was brunette. But this is a cream gel brow. Sorry, it is a gel, and it doesn't move. Like, great product. Next is another deluxe size, and I had gotten this in my top box subscription, and it's the Benefit Roller Lash, another Benefit product. I don't have a lot of Benefit products, but I seem to like them. I should start buying them, but no. So this, I was so excited when I saw it in my top box because I really wanted to try this, but I'm one of those people that throws their mascara out after 3 months. I have to throw it out. Too much bacteria in my eyes mean too much to me. I'm not gonna get some bacteria in my eye and end up blind or worse, lose an eye or something. Your mind wanders, doesn't it? But this mascara worked really well, and I said that if I liked it, I would probably buy the full size. I would probably buy the full size of this. This works so well. I love the brush. I think it'll be easier if it was a full size because you'd have a longer handle. That's the only thing bad I could say about this, is that it's hard to do this on this side. But it does lift and give length and volume. I love it. I think it's worth the cost. Then I had said I want to get into more drugstore foundations in my Shoppers Drug Mart haul. I had gotten this one and a Rimmel foundation, and I do like the Rimmel. It stays matte. The only issue I had was the one day it broke down on my nose, but I think it was the primer I'd used, and I'd used an e.l.f. primer. I won't get into that. It's not the greatest. Maybe if you were using it under a BB cream or something, but it didn't seem to mesh well with the Rimmel. But this one, the L'Oreal Visible Lift, I like it. I really do. I wore it for a few days, and one of those days it was 28 degrees outside, which is hot here. Just so you know, that's hot. And it lasted all day. At the end of the day, I still had all my foundation on. It's a good color match, and I am nude beige in this one. It was medium to full. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it was medium to full coverage, and my skin felt really good and didn't feel like I was wearing a mask, which with a lot of my foundations I find like I'm wearing a mask, especially the double wear. This felt really nice on my skin, didn't break down, didn't irritate me. It doesn't have an SPF, but I'm okay with that because most SPF in products like this will cause me to react, and I do use my own SPF that I know won't react with me. So this is an excellent foundation. I'm glad I found another foundation from the drugstore. I've actually found a couple, and if you just look, you can usually find a couple. I am not interested in the Milani. Please don't anybody tell me in the Milani, because everyone I've seen, they say that they all have yellow tones. I am cool to neutral undertone. There's no yellow in my skin. I don't need yellow put on my skin. My last beauty related item that I've fallen in love with, I finally finished my Mary Kay vitamin C serum, and I have moved on to the new vitamin C. This is a brightening serum. It also helps with sunspots or darkening of your skin from acne, post-acne scars and that. I can't say that this has cleared my skin. I know it's keeping it clear because I was using the Mary Kay vitamin C for, it would have been 12 weeks because it's a 6-week and they say you use it morning and night. I only use it in the morning, and that's how I use this one too. The only difference is that that one is a lotion, this is a serum, and I don't use it the way they say to use it because I do find it makes my skin a bit sticky, but I mix it in with my moisturizer and then I put it on. So it's basically my last step that I'm using in the morning. But the reason why I like this, it's, for one, it's cheaper than the Mary Kay. The Mary Kay one is $60. This one is $24.99 and it goes on sale. So that's why I like this one. Also, this one doesn't smell as bad. The Mary Kay one smells burnt. That's the best way I can put it. It smells like burnt oranges. This one actually has a nice refreshing scent, not a burnt scent. So this is an A1 for me. Now on to, oh no, one more beauty product. These nails. I go in, I tell my nail tech I want rainbow nails. Here's a story about this. I got these the Saturday that the Orlando shooting at the Club Pulse had come out. I didn't know about this. I didn't know it was Gay Pride Month. You know what's sad about that? I have a gay daughter. Didn't know it was Gay Pride Month. I just thought I really want rainbow nails. This is what my nail tech came up with. So they are nail, they are rainbow, and they are ombre. So I have purple, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, yellow, orange, orange, pink. Beautiful nails. And when I found out about the Orlando show, I'm like, wow, maybe I knew somewhere in my mind that this was going on, and maybe this is like my support for the gay community. I don't know. But in my mind that morning, that is what I wanted, was rainbow nails. So I think these have been my favorite set yet. And she's done some pretty elaborate nails on me that have taken like 6 hours to do. But these are my favorite, and I'm almost regretting when I have to go and get them removed and new ones put on because they are so pretty. Now I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I've been enjoying through June. First, start with, it's summer. I've been enjoying being out in my garden. I'm actually growing things. That's amazing. Last year I did flowers and I had beautiful flower beds, several beds around my yard. This year I decided to build 4 raised gardens. Because of our soil here is too clay, you can't do it. So I have 4 raised gardens. One has just berries, raspberries and strawberries. The other ones have different vegetables, and they're growing. I'm amazed. I have like such a selection of vegetables and they're all growing, so I'm loving that. The next thing I've been enjoying is, if I was to pan around my room, first thing you would notice is I have bookcases everywhere filled with books, like deep bookcases with 2 rows of books. I actually have to move books to find other books, and then stacked on top of those books I have 3 bookcases in here. I have 1 bookcase in my kitchen. I love books. I love to read a lot of horror novels. I do have Lisa Jackson. I'm a big Anne Rice fan. I'm a V.C. Andrews fan, Heather Graham fan, John Saul fan, and I like a lot of different historical books. So I have like several books on the Tudors. The Tudors have been a fascination with me, and Vikings is a fascination with me. If you go down my family tree, our family lineage dates back to the Vikings. Not to say that I'm a Viking, but so anything I can read on Vikings I'm interested in. Russian czars I'm interested. A lot of Russian history I'm interested in. I don't know why. It's one of those things that just I love. But my favorite person to read is Stephen King. So much so that my son has tried to buy me this book 4 times, and I keep telling him, I already have that book. I get these books the minute they come out. I see him, oh, Stephen King. Gotta get it. My son has tried to buy me this 3 times. I should read it so that he knows I actually am reading this book, because I get so many books. I got, I think, 20 books for Christmas from my husband because he just keeps buying and buying. I don't have that much time to read. It's like I get into the tub and read for an hour, I get into bed and I read for a half hour, and that's all the time I have to read. But this is an awesome, awesome book, and it is like, I don't want to say it's a sequel to Mr. Mercedes, which I read, love the book. It makes reference to him. But with Stephen King books, a lot of times, if you are a fan of Stephen King, you will notice his books move from one book to the next book. So even ones that, like the Gunrunner ones that he wrote, which was a series, suddenly you're getting reference to it, or you're getting reference to The Stand in another book. You can always find a reference to his other books. Makes you want to go and find the other books. In this book, they make reference to the Mercedes Killer, and I think that's what sucks me in every time, is that I'm like looking for it. But his writing is really, really good. There's very few books that I haven't been able to get into. One of them is one of a lot of people's favorites, is the Duma Key. I don't know, I pick it up, I start to read it, and I think maybe because it starts off so slow, if I just picked it up and just kept reading, I'd probably find the good part. I don't know. But this one, a definite must. And then the last thing I've really been enjoying in June, and I'm so sad it's over. My husband and I have a favorite TV show. So much so that we own the DVDs and we watch on TV, and that's Game of Thrones. And for the first time, the season finale did not have me hating them. Last season, they killed off Jon, but Jon's back, and so sad that Game of Thrones is done, but we had really enjoyed this season's Game of Thrones, so much so that we have started watching the series over again. That's how much we love this show. There are only a few shows that we are actually like that. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, and he really is into Hannibal, so he is watching the whole series over again. And it's interesting when you go back and start watching a series over again, you see things now that you didn't see then, but because you know what you know now, you can see how it's all working out. So that is the last of my June favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click thumbs up if you liked the video. I welcome any and all comments down below. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.